Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low, went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be, so if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Like in the movies, with a happy end. Yeah, but sometimes you can't handle your emotions, and I guess that's okay. Met you at a time when I was so low, went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be, so if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown. Yeah. Oh, let me drown. Oh, no, no, no. Met you at a time when I was so low, went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be, so if you ever leave me, Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Just like in the movies, with a happy end. Yeah, but sometimes you can't handle your emotions, and I guess that's okay. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown. Promise you you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized.
my work colleagues works in Edinburgh, 10 miles away, and has no snow. It's just green grass everywhere.
There's nothing.
Really?
The Lake District is just raining.
Oh my god.
Till roughly July.
It's weird. I need to...
Talk about technical issues this evening. I know that everybody on YouTube can hear us. They cannot see us.
Oh my god!
That's probably for the best.
Just a black screen.
It is.
Can you hear us in the chat?
Oh my god.
Can anybody hear me?
Hey, there we
Just a
are.
talking
Yeah,
black
that's
screen.
good. Can you hear us in the chat? Yep. Squeaky says yeah. You can hear us. Finley says yeah. Wait, just can't see us. Oh
No.
Here
We
go.
should be coming. We should be coming.
Oh,
Hey!
we're gone.
Holy
We're
crap.
back.
Oh, I've got makeup on.
Who's got makeup on?
Dad looks like he's got makeup on.
I look like I've got a Snapchat filter on my face.
What's
That's 'cause we
the
got the
red
red
bits
light.
beside your nose, Milk? Or is that just like...
Red bits beside you.
Oh no, it's just the macro blocking from... It's like, I don't know, it looks like you've got...
It does look like you got
I
pants
know.
and makeup on.
It does!
Oh, weird. It's Kelsey with the Snapchat filters on.
Not doing anything. Oh no.
No, that's-
I mean, that's
No,
one way.
shh.
That's one way to kill the red dot sort of thing. Oh, that's better. Oh, no, fucking hell.
Can you dial that sun down a bit?
Oh, that's
Oh, well, working on.
That looks painful. Oh. Talking of pain, right? I need to get this out of the way. I saw this during the week, and I need to share it with you because it's painful, right?
Okay.
I can't remember where I read it. Basically, there was some kids playing football.
Uh-huh.
One of the kids had a sliding tackle, went in, dislocated his hip.
What?
So they dragged him to the side of the football pitch, right? There was an ambulance or a medic or something around, or somebody around to pop that bad boy back in.
Jesus Christ.
What he didn't know is before he popped it back into the socket, one of his testicles had gone into the socket before he
see where that
popped
will
the
go
leg back in.
That's what you get when you trust in.
Oh my
ambulance.
god.
Right. You know how that feels, don't you?
That's... Oh, I read it and I was like, oh, but literally eyes watering just reading it. I was just like, that's gonna suck.
It's like, how do you start shouting?
really
No,
grim.
pull it back out.
Oh,
Stuck in there. No.
the problem is that you've got to dislocate
you've got to
his hip to get his testicle
pull
back
it
out.
Hip
Oh,
apart again.
And how flat is his testicle when it comes back out? You went,
I think we can always
Steamroller.
I read some weird shit on the internet.
Oh, squeaky in with the jokes there. That's nuts. Sorry.
Right, another
one.
strange one for you.
back out?
Because this is how long I've been locked away at home. Apparently, fact is, if you were attacked at the same time by 1 million mosquitoes, they would collectively take a week to drain your body of blood. Who knew?
well, there you
I
go.
just,
How have they tested that?
I have no idea.
Well,
It's maths, isn't it?
Blood's one.
Someone's got too much time on their hands.
People, they look at the length of the tube and how much liquid it can take, and then they multiply it however volume the human body has.
Oh dear. Who thinks of these things? Hang on, let me get...
It's a lot of mozzies, that.
That is a lot of mozzies. Anyway, welcome everybody. We are finally live in 2021. Happy New Year if I haven't seen you since then.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I know.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Happy New Year.
We were locked down before Christmas and now we're locked down after Christmas. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Which, it's killing me. Need to get out. But anyway, we are joined this evening by our local team. So we are joined by Kelsey and Malcolm.
hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Just
by the way,
cable
I just forgot about shit. We are joined by Daniel.
20 seconds behind. But
Yeah, his internet's that slow. We're joined by Jab.
Hello.
We're joined by Steve,
Good evening.
and our guest this evening is John Atto.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey!
So this evening we're just going to put the world to right. I think we're literally just going to talk about some new products that are on the way. I don't know if Emily you saw the intro, but there was the GemFan LED props.
Yeah, they look good. They look good.
I'm a bit. I'm on
Yeah,
the
but if
wall
they were
about them.
HQ, you wouldn't be saying that.
I mean,
Why are you on the wall
I
like
still
that?
would be.
how many GemFan and sponsored pilots are here? 1, 2, 3.
I'm not. Sadly.
No. Do you mean sadly?
We
You
need to
can't
bring some
say that. You're wearing
impartiality.
an ethics hat.
No.
And what
It's all
props
right,
are on
it's
those
fine.
quads on the wall?
It's representing.
K2 bubbles.
Not GemFan, okay?
Not Gem Fan.
The one below?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
HQ. Ethics. S3s. S5s. S5s. Oh, no, I've got the Galaxy props.
I wonder why I'm not sponsored by GemFan.
So in case GemFan's watching, Steve clearly loves.
Send me some props. I want to
Send you
test
some
them.
props.
Oh,
good
I need
God.
to test them.
So James, you ain't got any LED ones yet, have you?
No.
Kaos, have you
Yeah,
got
no.
any?
Any what? Sorry?
Any LED props yet?
No.
No.
I haven't really
They
been
look
out.
cool though.
They are on the way.
I don't know how they're
they've been-
really going to work.
The first batch disappeared immediately from GemFan, and their next batch were last week. So you expect a lot more people to have them. The GemFan pilots in the UK should have them pretty shortly.
Yeah, I have a delivery of them next week sometime. One day next week, I will have a big delivery of them.
Yeah.
So, along with
Are they powered then?
Battery,
the batteries.
batteries in the center hub. If you watch the video, if you go on.
What, do they have like a little watch battery in the prop
Two.
mode?
Two of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you can't
They've
put
got-
one in, because then it'll unbalance it, won't it?
Oh, right.
They've got 2 batteries for balance, and then you turn them
Well,
on.
no, because you might. Well, yeah, fair enough.
No. All right. Yeah.
But yeah,
Turn
fair
them
enough. What they're living.
Yeah, I just realised you can't drill a hole in a circular battery.
No.
Or,
Right,
or make
where-
donut shape.
Where the center hub is, Daniel, right? Where the center nut is, they are both side by side, but stood upon the sides.
The hip side or the
Yeah.
Steve,
the
don't
hub
confuse
side.
him. Don't confuse him, Steve. What they're living.
It don't take a lot of doing, so don't bother.
sorry.
Is this pick on Daniel week? Is it? So
Yeah, it's always that.
yeah. So what else have GemFan got new? They've got 513Ds.
Yes.
Yeah. The
The
3D
new
prop.
3D prop, and they've got a 5130 as well, which is the in response to all the many lightweights that are around at the moment, as a sort of higher pitched one for 6S powertrain instead of the 5125, which they've got at the moment.
Right, hang on a minute.
Ah, that's nice.
Let me work this out, because I cannot remember off the top of my head which ones I've got coming. Let me look this shit up.
It says on the website you've got the Joshua Bardwell 5147777, because that's probably what they're called, knowing GemFan.
Again, right, 513D3s is what I've got going.
Right.
Moonlight LEDs and yeah, Joshua Bell's the 514773s. Yeah, I didn't see any others that are in that 5 series, like 513Ds. You say there's another
Right.
one, John?
There's I've been waiting for Gemfan to make a higher pitched super light prop for a while. So as far as I'm aware, there's some 5130s, if they're not around yet, then they are imminent. Because I'm pretty sure I've got some on the way to me. But if that turns out not to be true, I'll update you.
Oh, he's let cow out bag now.
Daniel, why
No,
are you so loud?
No, they confirmed it on the Gemfan live stream.
I'm not loud.
You freaking well are.
He isn't.
Is it me or is he that loud?
I haven't changed out. It's obviously it's your end. It's your end.
You
I
haven't changed
started
out.
speaking any louder. I
What
haven't moved the
haven't
mic
changed
any-
out?
Out.
Out.
I haven't changed anything
Nothing.
on my end.
Oh, sorry. He missed out a word there, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's not me. He missed out a word. Right,
Just turn him down in the Discord chat. That's
yeah.
fine.
hang on, let me do that then. Let's see what he's on.
Am I still
Probably
loud?
150.
No, right. Okay, go. Is that any better? Daniel, talk to me.
Hello. Testing. One,
Yeah, that'll
two,
do.
1, 2.
It's not quite 0, but that'll do.
So it was you.
No. Right, gang. What we've been up to? Who's been out flying? Oh, hang on. Steve's got a different set of rules to the rest of us because different government. See. So I don't know what's going on in Scotland. Are you allowed out yet, Steve?
I don't know what's going on in Scotland.
Oh shit.
But what I can tell you, QVS got this in December, flown 3 packs on it. That's
Get
it.
on.
That's as much as I've done.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Shit. Malcolm Coast, you haven't been out, have you?
No.
Done nothing, matey.
I've done college work and drawn stuff. That's literally all I've done for the past 2 months.
And I've drawn stuff.
Yeah.
James, what have you
That the
done?
other night.
No flying, mate. No flying.
What is that?
on my page.
What's what?
Is that a man with a gun to his head?
No.
No, it's a bloody.
Or is it a
Right,
bot?
no. I don't like showing my drawings. It really freaks me out. I don't like it.
Is it a
It
bot?
looks terrible on cameras, though. I hate it. It looks
What?
horrible.
It
on
does
a
look
camera.
better on thingy.
What's it a bottle of?
It's Kelsey's storyboard for a TikTok next week.
Oh, no.
Will sharing that with us.
Have you seen the film 1917?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an amazing film.
Oh,
That
that's
even
pretty
looks-
good.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
they look terrible on camera. This is why I don't take pictures of them, because I literally hate
I do-
everything when I take a picture of it.
Yeah,
I can't.
that's
look
an
at it.
awesome movie. Awesome movie. I like
Yeah,
that.
it was really well done, I have to admit.
For people in the
Brilliantly
chat,
directed.
we will be auctioning off Kelsey's artwork later, just as you can have some money. So if you want to pay some dosh
There's a
for that,
giveaway.
for that drawing, that'd be awesome. Anyway, John, what have you been up to? What's new?
Well, not flying.
No shit. Have you not been to the go-kart centre? Because technically that's indoors.
Yeah, I mean we can't reasonably and responsibly tell other people to follow the rules and then go flying in there because
I know it sucks.
it's not essential. It's indoors, even though it's massive. And at the other side of it, you could try and get away with it, sort of. But if anyone was listening to to try and find out if there's anybody in a massive warehouse, ripping around it with a really loud quad in there, it's noisy enough.
Might be slightly obvious.
So no, we haven't been. You know, I've been one of the people that don't like when people break the rules because it doesn't apply to them. So I'm trying not to be one of those people. You
It's
might
hard,
see a bit
right?
of public out sort of in my front garden, but that's it.
I'm exactly the same. I don't like people that break the rules. But I haven't been out, and I'm stuck indoors. I need to put that out. I have not been out.
Yeah, well, I can't go flying in that track really on my own because it's not my place, and so the only way I'm doing it is if I'm mixing with other people. I'm going flying with Saul or something. So I'll just have to wait.
Because you moved house, and don't you have like a massive field or something at the back now?
Well, I had that before. In the past, I lived basically on the back of a farm building, so there was a huge amount of land and some stuff. Whereas now I've just got a flat. It's just a green rectangle, really. There's nothing going on there. Just around the corner, there's a couple of windmills.
Sounds like my ideal
which is
flying
fine.
spot.
Yeah, it's good to go and test quads and stuff. It's great that I can just stand in my house and fly a couple of miles without encountering anybody else. But for exciting flight videos and stuff.
I mean, James has got a massive viaduct out his back door, but he's too much of a pussy to go and fly it.
Seen it many times, and it's like, yeah.
One day,
isn't it?
Yeah, one day, James, you're just gonna have to send it.
Oh yeah, the day I move, I will rip that viaduct.
The day you move.
Shouting last pack before you go into the van.
Is it a working viaduct?
No, it's a footpath.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Well, I don't see what your problem is then. If it was a train going across it now and again, I'd have an issue.
It's all the houses that are like built into the bridge, below the bridge, around the bridge. It's the main road underneath it. It's,
I didn't see any houses or road below it, mate. Not at all. I've picked you up.
Clever editing.
I've picked them up many a times in the afternoon, and there's no road or houses below it. It's like me. It's like down the back from. Oh, you know what's down the back from me? There's a massive industrial estate that is utterly derelict. It's closed. There's barriers on the road. There's no traffic through. No nothing.
Yeah.
And I've been like, pacing up and down the house, going, do I go out and just waste a pack on it? Do I go out and do that? And it's just like, no, I can't.
Risky. Yeah, in a city, man, it would just take a copper to roll by.
They can't. The road's closed.
Oh, right.
They've closed the road and everything to stop all sort of traffic through it.
Oh, so in other words, there's going to be a cyclist every 5 seconds coming around.
A dog walker. This is where we're going. This is a dog walker. Dear me. Right, other new things. Anybody else got anything new that they've seen? They've seen hints of.
Well, there's new Race 7 motors from 3V Hobby.
These.
Yeah.
Dogs come on as well. Look.
They are very beautiful and very nice to see UK
Yeah,
stock.
you've got them trained well, Shane.
I have. I didn't even need to practice that.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what's still missing in
What?
the UK, and that's these, the little baby ones.
No, give it a week and they won't be missing in the UK.
And
Nice.
the B65 and the B75.
Yeah, but they're old models, aren't they?
Still
Yes.
Just because James stockpiled them.
That's true.
How many have you got,
There is
James?
Pretty significant
It's
improvement.
snowing.
It's snowing.
Wow.
It's mad. It's absolutely coming down like mad.
We're getting a tour, haven't we? Let's go to the cam in Warrington here. Live in Warrington. It's snowing Shizney.
Oh, on the big screen.
Mark, is that solar panels on your roof?
Yeah.
Oh, how the other half live, eh?
I know.
Responsibly.
Please don't fall out the window.
Yeah, solar panels. My friend does solar panels and air conditioning and stuff.
Are you in the loft or something? Tell me that.
No, it's a little bedroom. It's our little box room. Do you want the tour?
Yes, go on, give us the tour.
Since we died. Well, there's not a lot to show you, to be fair. 'Cause
Everybody
sees that.
Let's go back to the room in question. Oh, there's the Lewis hat, the Lewis mask.
Yeah, there's the Lewis, the infamous Lewis mask.
It's so
We
hard.
love like 2 frames a second as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. and the quad wall. What else have we got? I've got a junk down here.
Yeah, we'll not talk about drunk.
Yeah,
It's
and
fine.
my little my Jack Daniels thing that I can't play anymore because of the dog. Who's not barking for some reason? The doggy.
The boy.
And then we just put all the cabinets up, which if I can figure out which way to go.
That way. There you go.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
I have a Minecraft pig.
Oh, lunchbox.
Oh, yeah,
That's a Minecraft pig.
Is that 2 lunchboxes?
It is, yeah. There's my one,
Oh, Vanessa.
and then there's Kelsey's mystery machine.
Oh,
Nice.
And then we got the computers.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, he's got 2 screens now.
Yeah, nice big screen. Just ordered from Drone's Life.
Why have you just ordered? Gemfan props.
Some LED props.
I just got that to my phone.
Oh, we got a halo light as well.
You got a halo light.
Yeah, it's on the roof.
I was just going to say,
It's quite cool.
which one of you is like declaring that that you're an angel?
Dad, if you can angle the camera right.
Whichever way.
Nice
Zoom
nostrils, Mark.
What on earth are you doing, Dad?
Mark, do that again.
Oh, that's it.
Do that again and go, hey, you guys.
Hey, you good.
That's all.
What a classic movie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God, that's going to be soundbited, isn't it?
Anyway, back to the subject.
That's it.
John, tell us what's new about these motors.
Oh, okay.
Because let's be honest, everybody's bugged me for God knows how long to get this stock into the UK,
Yes.
and I have not
yeah.
flown a set. I haven't. Is this as close as I get to putting them on a quad?
What do you mean? Sorry.
This is as close as I can get to putting them on a quad before Mrs. Drone's Life will string me up
Right.
for building
Well, I better
something
tell you
new.
why you need- it's little things really. They 3B have been improving their motors for a while, but this one they seem to have made quite a bunch of changes instead of little iterative ones. So the first thing is they've just taken weight off absolutely everywhere that they can. So I don't know if you get actually able to see the base of it. That the base of the actual motor is chamfered top and bottom. So you can see the purple going around there, just to take extra bit of material off, and it's very, very thin in there. They've moved away from the little countersunk M2 bolt to a 2mm hex instead. So the same as your regular tool for all your other bolts. So you don't need to lose little tiny ones, and it's very difficult to round the bolt on it, which is a massive pain changing motors. And they finally shortened it as well. So if you compare it to the B75, like that, it's considerably shorter, just top to bottom on the bell, the actual axle on it. Because we don't need.
Is the
you don't
hoe
need
bell
extra
shorter, or is it just the thread?
So the
Just the thread, I
base
think.
is the same. The thread is shorter. If I put them like that, you can see by how much.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because when you have, prop nuts are, when you're upside down, certainly in the go-kart track and scraping across concrete, hitting the top of your motor thread, it's very, very easy, isn't it, to erode that enough so that your motor nuts are a massive pain to get on and off. But it only needs to go into the top of the nut, so that's what it does now. Props are all the same height, so that it's so much cheaper to change a motor nut if you need to, and it takes that extra, I don't know what it'll be, gram and a half of titanium off that axle.
I need.
So the motor now is 32 grams with wires, which is
What length of
pretty
wires?
light
What
these
gauge?
days. Now you're asking.
Oh, he's got him. I
don't know.
need to
Sort of
try
wire
something.
gauge.
Now, the only reason why I'm asking is because the FPV Cycle have just released a motor recently, and they were going on about it. I think it was today or yesterday or something, and it's a lightweight motor as well for a 5-inch. So I'm just asking in comparison with the gauge wire and the length and stuff, because that obviously adds a factor.
Yeah, I don't know on that. There are definitely ways they could still reduce weight on these. There's no doubt about it. Where is that one I've just thrown away? It's one of the things that I like the most about 3B motors is that they also use this adhesive to actually stick the wires into the base of the stator.
Yep.
So if you have an arm breaking crash, you're much more likely to break the wires than to pull them out of the bottom. So at least they're repairable.
Yeah.
So they could
Many
save weight.
motors that just have heat shrink over the ends of the wires just to keep them in line,
Yeah,
rather than
exactly.
actual
They
adhesive.
tend to wear over time as well when you're moving them around, and they've obviously decided that that's worth the tiny bit, and I agree.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just looking at something a minute. I want to know how much that thread sticks up above the nut with a prop on. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Right, we'll talk. Just
I've put a prop on that one. That's a 3B. In my other hand, I have an Apex McCaw motor, and I was just going to find the nut for it.
Do they come with low-profile nuts? Because otherwise, all of my nuts, the nylon's not going to...
These are the Macaw motors.
You sure?
That's so sexy.
Because, I mean, the B65s, the end of the shaft is absolutely flush
Why
with
is
the
it
end
not
of the nut,
focusing?
so they're like the
Same,
perfect
come on.
size.
There we go.
Same with the B75s, the same with the old school ones as well.
Yeah,
Right.
see, I've put a...
Short, the nylon might not...
Don't have a meltdown, but I've put an ethics prop on it, right? There he goes, that changes already. Right, let me refocus it. And it does actually protrude quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's that? A mil and a half?
Yeah.
Is that out of the new
nylon.
3B?
Yeah.
Well, that's clearly a hub difference. There's a 51466.
Yeah, that is a hub difference, isn't it?
And you can
wow.
see that goes perfect. It just lines up perfectly with the top of the nylon.
Nice.
Right. Let's put your theory to test here. Let me go and get a gem fan prop.
It certainly wouldn't surprise me at all for 3B to just make them to fit gem fan props.
Well, that's just race. That's prop races, isn't it?
Favoritism, Shane. Favoritism.
No.
Having gem fan being your favourite is pretty reasonable. So prove me wrong.
I haven't flown Gem Fan props in probably 3 years at this point.
Right.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing out on, buddy.
No, I haven't flown anything else for. Every now and then I'll test a different prop.
Name that prop. Go.
I can't see it.
Wind Dancer.
Hey.
Oh yeah, it is. It looks like Wind Dancer too.
It is. Right, so it's going on with their nut.
This is while you're doing that, somebody's asking, they look nice, would they suit a cinematic or just a racing drone? I assume you're talking about the motors. They are 1950 kV, so if you run them without a scaled throttle, they're pretty serious for racing.
So yeah,
Nice.
They're nice and smooth and they're light, so you could use them for cinematic stuff.
they're all but flush there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
God
Yeah,
damn
like
you.
that.
God damn you, Gem fan.
So you're saying that? So what we've discovered is that Gem fan props are probably lighter.
No, I would say heavier because the hub's thicker.
Yeah, they got a thicker hub.
Yeah, but doesn't it taper in at the blade? It tapers in towards the hub, doesn't it, on the blade?
Some of the
So you're
Flash
losing-
Hurricanes don't, I don't think.
Not sure.
The Hurricane 51433 of a super fin hub.
Oh, the barcode prop.
The
Yeah, but
barcode.
only actually at the hub.
Yeah.
That section there, the bit where I'm gripping
Oh,
it, where
that-
it's the widest,
that
that's
doesn't take
where
very much.
almost all of your thrust comes from when you're at full chat on a prop. By the time you wind it up, just most of that isn't doing anything at all because it's flat.
Anyways, on
As you
the
wind it up. Sorry.
on the quick subject of props, these gem fan props, these are the Oda style gem fan props. So these are the, well, not Oda, the 5043 threes.
They are the second generation wind dancers.
Yeah, the second generation. So tomorrow I'm going to have a clear out of these. So what are they normally? $2.95 a set? Something like that?
Yeah, they're about that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So tomorrow I'm going to have a flash sale tomorrow. These are going to be £1 a set tomorrow.
Bargain.
Bargains.
Bargain.
Bargains.
To clear them out, because obviously they're not available anymore. But we have a bucket load of them. So tomorrow,
And they're still excellent props.
They are awesome props.
Good colours too.
Especially for low amp, long range cruise. 5-inch. They are spot on.
Yeah, we used to use them all the time, didn't we? Literally.
They're absolutely lovely.
They were, I think, in all honesty, that before, up until the S3s became available, they were my go-to prop, wind dancers. Because they're really tough as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were all on 4S, it was if you ran 2700 kV or more, you'd run wind dancers, and anything below that, harsher prop, 51499 maybe.
Question on Facebook for you, John. Your latest frame, your Micron, your 5-inch Micron.
Yeah.
People want to know what's the current setup. What's your ideal setup for it? Oh, he's got it to hand. It's like you can't plan this shit.
Well, we can't. It works out. Yeah, this is my ideal setup of it. So this is running. So this is the Micron 5. It's got the 5mm arms, and it's got a 4mm base plate and a 2mm mid plate. That's the HGLRC 45 amp Zeus 4-in-1 and the HGLRC Mini F7. I've got a little white noise board in there with a Unify and a
I think I've got it.
Crossfire Nano and the 3D motors that we've just been talking about. We've also
Them some
a
big boots on
Foxit
that frame.
Predator Nano in there. So if it's that one that you're talking about, it's that. If you're talking about the very, very light one instead, then that's basically the same setup but with an all-in-one board and 2004 motors.
Oh yeah, that's
So
is that 20? What size is the motor? It's 2002.
2004.
2004.
1750 kV on 6S, and I've got something else new to show you that goes with that, which are these amazing little packs that Fully Max made me. So this is Fully Max. I've got to say, because they make Kero, and Kero are no more really. As far as
as
far as the
Kero packs, they're good. They're still good.
Yeah, as far as Europe goes, they're not going to be going through Kero anymore. They're going to be just going to Fully Max. So I'm now flying these instead. And they asked me to design a pack to make this as good as it could be under 250 grams. So this is what we've got. This is a 460 milliamp 6S. And if you remember the old AC packs, one of the things that were really nice about them is that the leads came out the middle of the pack like that, which is something that I've spec'd on these and
The AC green packs.
Yeah,
and the yellow ones, which was actually me at the time as well, I think. But yeah, that's the 1300 6S. So it's a similar thing. The cables come out the middle. So if you're racing with your battery underneath, there's a good example. We're all kind of probably quite familiar with that. You have it underneath, and that bit where the cables come out your battery hits the floor, gets worn out and distorted. And if you run it the other way, you can't run it flat against your quad. So this please let me know if you're watching this what you think of this idea and if it's something that you'd want to see more of, and if it would be a factor if you're buying a battery, and I will report that back to them. But yeah, I'm flying the ultralight on this 460, which I can race around the go-kart track for. The aim is always to just build something that you can race fully for 2.5 minutes, because that's all we need, and that's what it'll do. So
On a
look out for
450
these.
pack.
On a 460 6S, yeah. So that's the
Jesus.
equivalent of what a 690 4S.
Holy yeah.
That's fucked up.
I was thinking that, Steve, and you just like nailed it.
And I've got to say, I'm not talking about kind of hanging around either. This is me trying to keep up with Saul, who's flying a.
Well, it's the whole power to weight ratio thing, right? You don't need anything
Yeah.
more than you're going to use. So you build a lightweight quad, you put a lightweight pack on it that's got enough juice to get you around what you need to do. And I think that fully max pack is doing it, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And there's a point as well where obviously you can add battery and add weight and add flight time, but then there's a point where you add battery and add weight and you're not adding flight time because you're really just
you
carrying
get
around
to the point of
the
diminishing
load rate.
returns.
Yeah. But having it that light allows you to fly it in a really efficient way. You know, you're not wasting a lot of time slowing yourself down before you speed back up again. You just tend to sort of point and shoot everywhere. But yeah, it's been sort of fun working on that and going through many different iterations of weights and setups and packs to find it.
I had a mess. Oh, no, go on, Steve. Go on.
I was going to say, when you were talking about the AC packs, whenever they shipped a pack, they've got the short balance lead, but they also included an extension if you wanted to parallel charge. Do those fully max ones come with that, or
they don't? But instead, I've tried to make the balance leads as close to the. Instead of making longer balance leads, what I've actually got is a really short main lead. I mean, it's supposed to be so that you just fold it into that, and you just build the quad so that you've got a short battery lead.
Yeah.
If you might have seen the little LED battery saver that I made. Possibly put a video on it, so it's underneath, and the balance lead just sort of tucks into it, so it actually tucks your balance lead away in a little stand.
Okay.
I would consider making it really, really short down to here, and then having an extension on it. But in practical terms, it's so much harder to make doing that that I don't know that it would be better. But tell me.
Well, I was more thinking of like an extension you can clip onto your balance lead and then plug into your charging parallel board.
Yeah.
Because
on the AC, you needed that because the main lead was so much longer than the balance lead.
Yeah.
But with this, if you've got a standard charger, you should be able to go into both ports.
So it should work in a standard balance board then.
Yeah, it should absolutely.
Kind of.
So you should just be able to, if you get to it, plug it in fairly standard next to each other.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, even
certainly if you're using something like a parallel board.
Sorry, James, you were a little bit quiet there. Go on.
Sorry, the really short AC ones. I mean, those you could still parallel charge those.
Yeah, of course. You just get them in, but that I like to have the batteries just like laid flat either side, you know,
not
nice
like...
and uniform, rather than just like a big mess on top.
Yeah,
Steve has OCD.
Right,
no, I don't.
I did suggest that it has those extra balance leads, and also the AC used to come with a battery strap as well, which I thought was great. You know, just
yeah, they did. Yeah, the red ones. Yeah,
they weren't very good, but the added value of having them, knowing that you're going to have that spare emergency strap when you get a pack, was nice.
Yeah.
Good. There we go. Kelsey, check your phone.
Kelsey, check your phone.
She's rubbish at replying. Right.
What? Check what?
Facebook Messenger, you pedonka.
Your blockchain.
Probably.
I did see you show it on the stream, but everyone was talking. I didn't want to speak over people.
While we're on that That's it. Do we need to send Amy a message?
Can do. She's watching a Minecraft stream at the moment.
She is, or you are?
She is.
There is another question. People are messaging me directly rather than on the chat.
Moderator.
It's not really a question for John, but it's a question for all of us, really. Benefits of a 6-inch quad over a 5-inch quad.
Efficiency.
Bragging rights.
Oh, don't go there.
Bragging rights. Who said bragging rights?
Yeah.
For what type of flying, though? As
Yeah.
a serious question. For what type of
Freestyle.
flying?
Yeah.
It's for freestyle. I know the guy, so it's definitely freestyle.
Oh no.
Right.
No.
I wouldn't say there's an advantage. It'd be a disadvantage over 5-inch. I would have thought.
It depends on the
tried
pilot's
it. It's the
flying
biggest
style.
disadvantage. It's so hard to tune.
No, they're not.
No, you just don't have the right kit.
Yeah. No, I mean other factors.
No.
I think if you want to stay, if all you want to do is stay in the air for the longest amount of time possible, then the bigger the prop you can have, the better.
Yeah, the better the disc,
well.
the bigger the disc load, you're gonna have a longer flight.
But I can't think of a 5-inch setup where it's very difficult to build a setup now with 5-inch, however you want to do it, and then pin the throttle and think, yeah, that's not fast enough.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's a 5-inch is more maneuverable and can put enough power down that I don't think we're really missing it. But that said, if you want to carry a GoPro 9 and pretend like it's a hero session, then a light
Yeah,
quad with
that's
6
probably a
inch
fair
props
assumption,
and
yeah.
a ton of power is going to do it.
Okay, controversial then. 6-inch quad, but with 5-inch props.
Love
Yeah,
it.
you can still do it.
Stable. It's going to have more authority on pitch in your.
Yeah, because my daily driver is a 6-inch quad with 5-inch props.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that thing from Super G in it. The 399.
The Steez, yeah.
These, yeah.
But
more space you've got.
I'm not
away
an
between
erratic
the props and
flyer.
the thing.
I'm a kind of cruiser stroke. I like the low level flying and split S's into gaps and stuff like that. I'm not a. I've come to the conclusion I'm not a racer. I'm not a good racer at all. I brake more than I race. So I'm going with the. I do love long range. But I love cruise. I love cruising at low levels as close to the floor as possible. Split S's through gaps and things like that. Bandos. That's me all over now. So yeah, and it having a 6-inch footprint with 5-inch props. Don't know why it suits me. It suits my flying style.
Fair. That's fair.
I think it's definitely easier to be smoother with a larger prop as well. They are much more forgiving. You know, it's going to be less reactive to little twitches on the throttle, and it just is a more stable platform.
Yeah.
So if what you want to do is cruise and have it look as smooth as possible, a 6 should be smoother than a 5. It'll be easier to make smoother.
Yeah, because when I did race, I had a 5-inch sniper.
Yeah.
And I found it too erratic for me. Bear with
Fast is the word you're looking for. Fast. You found it too fast.
me. No. But then I swapped my setup for a 6-inch sniper with 5-inch props, and I got on that amazingly.
I would say you got on better because regardless of the 5-inch or 6-inch, it was because it was a much heavier quad you were flying, so you feel much more
The thing
confident.
is, it isn't a much heavier quad. A 6-inch sniper is
No,
about
it's
10
not.
grams heavier than 5-inch.
Oh, what? You swapped from a 5-inch sniper to a 6-inch sniper?
Yeah, and I literally just transplanted all the components across. So it was still an Acon stack and a Runcan camera, and it was still the same 1300 pack on the bottom. Say again, James.
Sorry, no, I was talking over. Sorry, I thought you were swapping to a completely different other quad.
No.
Ah.
And then I just find that 6-inch footprint with a 5-inch prop, I just find it so much more manageable. Is that at my skill level? It's more manageable. At
Well, you can try
John's
that
skill
same
level,
thing.
it's anything's manageable.
You can try that same thing with the Neutrino soon if you want, because I've got the next thing I've got on the way here for testing are 7-inch sniper arms that will also double up as 6-inch Neutrino arms.
Oh
For
yeah,
anyone that does
because
wanna do some
it works
real
the other way
damage.
around, doesn't it, for neutrinos? Because of the body
Yeah, -1.
of the quad, you minus an inch on the arms, don't you?
Yeah, not automatically, but I've done these ones deliberately, so it'll be a slightly wide Neutrino or a Sniper X7.
That's interesting. What thickness are the arms?
I was just going to say, if you had to make the arms thicker.
Well, we are finding out. So I've ordered as is always the way. I'm sort of going to be prototyping them once they arrive. So I've got a variety of different ones, and I'll let you know which ones work the best. But I'm not designing a 7-inch quad that you're supposed to make. Typically, a 7-inch quad the frame's going to weigh like 120 grams or something, right? It's going to be like a freestyle quad or maybe more, with these big giant arms on it. I'm designing it to be hopefully maybe 75 grams, something like that, for a 7-inch.
Take that into context. That's an FR7
Okay.
with like 8mm thick arms.
Beast.
It is a hefty bird.
Right. So this is what I'm kind of finding out at the moment. I'm hoping that I can do it with thinner materials, make it very light, and it won't be for people who want to strap enormous motors onto it and carry huge batteries and really heavy GoPros and have another thing sticking out the back and all of this. It's not that kind of rig. It's not a heavy lifter. What I want is so that if you've already built a Sniper or a Neutrino, you can easily kind of go, well, I can try that with a 7-inch prop.
This is a reverb with 7-inch arms, and they're like 5mm, 6mm thick. So small body, long arms. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Well, the body of it will be like that. You know, it's not a freestyle build. It's going to be a Sniper, but just with
7-inch
enough
arms.
space for 7. And we'll see.
Get on. It should look good. Should be good.
Should be quick
And
though. A
then-
Sniper with 7-inch. Well, if you put 7-inch props on that, that's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to sound good.
Yeah.
7-inch prop.
So I've got some Gen Fan 74
Oh, for God's sake, here he goes.
Yeah, nice.
It's got to be Gemfan props.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. I think they do flash in 7-inch, don't they?
Holy shit,
I-
that's a sneak prop.
Yeah,
Bi-blade.
that is.
Going back, that's Toby territory.
Yeah, that is.
That's a 704-2 from Gen Fan, which is pretty serious.
Yeah.
But it's also a bi-blade and sounds like a Chinook helicopter. So I'm going to see what the tri-blades are.
That is what I ran on this for about 8 months. Those bi-blade props.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's some hell of a noise.
I've got. What have I got? I'm looking.
Howls.
I'm looking at my wall of shame up here, and I've got a Project 399 Super G Plus, which is a 7-inch dead cat frame. Steve's got one there. Look.
Yeah, this one.
So you got what 7-inch props on that?
Yeah, these are HQ fucking things.
Fucking things.
3.5, 7 by 3.5.
Right, because on mine, so it's a 7-inch frame, but I've got 6-inch props.
Right.
So I've kind of gone for the same theory as 6-inch
Oh,
frame,
your
5-inch
your
props,
speeds,
7-inch
yeah.
frame, 6-inch props, that sort of thing.
So
It
you're
didn't
running
work when I
6-inch
flew it.
tri-blades.
Well, the other thing is all the turbulence, or most of the turbulence is at the tip of your prop. So the further you can get that away from the frame and away from each other, the better.
Hmm.
Yep.
The the more cleanly each prop can function independently. So there's good arguments for undersizing the props if it's not if it's still not the power.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, moving on a little bit because we could talk about this all night. Other things that are new and that I need to point out. I don't know if you've all seen it on the store. I know Malk and Kels have got some moon boots. Has anybody seen moon boots?
Kelsey doesn't even know that. Surprise!
I saw you curing a load on a Facebook post, but I have
Holy
no idea
crap!
what
I have invented something that sells like wildfire. Right, because if you like that, like normally on it's basically these are aimed around freestyle quads. Okay.
Right.
So you would normally put like the foam sticky pads on the bottom of the arms for you to land on, or 3D print something that would.
I've always put the pads on the actual body rather than the arms. I've never liked stuff
that sort of thing. So
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I sell. Let me grab a original pad and make 2 seconds. So everybody knows these little sticky-on foam pads.
Yeah.
All right, and then but like you do,
guys.
yeah, you do one landing and they just bugger off, or you do one flight and it comes back with one missing, whatever. So I want, or it's ripped in half diagonally and you got a bit of one stuck to your frame or something. So I needed something that was a bit, for my purposes, something that's going to stay and had more than one way to fix it to an arm. So, and they didn't really need to be that big, if I'm honest, because you stick that to a skinny arm and it just like hangs over the sides and looks bloody horrible. So
Yeah, it was 1.5.
So I came up with something called moon. Well, I didn't call it moon boots. It's Eric Konasty's fault that they're called moon boots. I was going to call them trainers or something, sneakers, whatever. Anyone? I was talking to one and he's just like, "Look at them moon boots," because I've put a tread on them so that they look like a.
Yeah, that is exactly what they look like.
Yeah, like a pair of moon boots. Now, they're resin printed. They're flexible resin printed, but they are high impact resin print.
Ooh.
So they will bend, but they take an awful lot to bend, and they shouldn't wear out. Now there is like a trainer print on the bottom. If I can, you can see that.
Nope, it's clear.
I've got one here. Look.
We can all imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine. Right. Anyway, so and there's two versions of this. So you've got this version, which is 7mm thick, and they're called the baller version. And you've got the slammed version, which is on the bottom of this arm, which is 3.5mm thick. Now you can stick them by double-sided tape to the arm, but there's also a groove in the center, a 3mm groove in the center, so you can actually wrap a cable tie around that as well. And the cable tie will not touch the floor, but the moon boot will.
Nice.
But they have been selling so much. I had a guy email me this morning. No word of a lie. I'm trying to check out. He wanted 2 pairs of each moon boots, right? I'm trying to check out, but it says no delivery option. I'm just like, oh, really? There we go. Where are you from? And he replied, Hawaii. It's like, what the hell? Why am I selling them to Hawaii? So anyway, they're going to Hawaii. But yeah, I cannot print them fast enough. And we've had some flashy packaging put up for them. Look. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, look at that, boy.
That's fancy.
Yeah, moon boots.
Oh, good work.
But yeah, they are selling like hotcakes on the resin front. Whilst we're on the resin front, I'm trying to do this for Jamie as well, John. Jamie's messaged me and said, "Can I print him a set of neutrino prints?"
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work on this. But anyway, this is what we're working with. So I have printed in black. This is a case for a GoPro 9. There is one for a GoPro 8. These go live on the website tomorrow. Now this is called rubber resin. So it's resin printed. It looks, if I hold it up close, There you
It
go.
looks injection molded, doesn't it?
It looks injected molded. It's absolutely perfect, but that's how flexible
nice.
it is, and it just springs back, and I drop it because I can't control it.
Amazing.
But yeah, they are soft to touch and not sticky, another thing, and they are literally that kind of straight back.
What's the rubber like? Like if you squeeze it, can you almost touch your fingers either side, or does it solid up as you squeeze
No,
it?
it solids up as you squeeze it.
Nice.
So it's like the whole thing, the actual skin itself is about in the thickest part it's a mil thick, but you can't, even if you push your nails together on it either side, you cannot feel it. Kind of compacts down and you can't feel each other, sort of thing, if that makes sense.
I need to get some samples of that material. I have a think about how I can make a GoPro suspension case.
Yeah.
How I can have a layer of that in between whatever's protecting it.
Yeah. The only downside to this stuff,
gummies.
Yeah. The only downside to this stuff, it is freaking expensive. So, for GoPro 9 or GoPro 8 case that are going live on the website tomorrow, you're going to be at $9.99 a case. So it's quite expensive. But when you put it into perspective, 250 milliliters of that resin to buy for the printer is 52 quid. And you do not get a lot out of it. Or you can buy it. You can buy it by the liter, and that's like 160 quid. So it's expensive stuff, but it's awesome to work with. So
yeah, go to an injection molding place and ask them how many that you need to make in order to make them £5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just get them done in silicon. You're probably cheaper off.
But
if I'm honest.
Yeah, but it's an idea, but it's they're great. So there is a Hero 9, there's a Hero 8 version as well. I've done both of them.
It's an ace material.
Sorry?
It's an ace material. The fact that you can now manufacture things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Technology and stuff come a long, long way.
Yeah, absolutely. There is an 8
I mean,
one.
the amount of times, if I'd have just been able to print a little gummy for an FC when I needed one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I've got a GoPro 9 here. I take it off its anal beads. I had to say it before somebody else did. So, I mean, you can stretch it over. It is quite
tight.
There you go. It's tight like a tiger.
It's tight like a tiger.
Tight like a tiger. But there you go. It's snug fit. It works. So there you go.
Not bad, deal.
But yeah, resin, I love it. But over the next couple of weeks, it will get cheaper because obviously, whenever they sort out Brexit properly, it will become cheaper. Holy crap!
2009.
Because the only place I can get that stuff is Germany.
Are we going out after?
That is the only place that make rubber resin at the moment.
It's the worst place to try and get stuff from at the moment, and also the place that everything from China comes through.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's available in the store. Obviously, moon boots are already available. HQ props on the way in. I believe, John, you're sending me some updated microns.
Yes, there's some microns. The update being the new fin, the new stock fin, is that rather than the old sort of scaffolding looking one. They're on the way, and in the next time Atto lands, there might be a few new 3-inch micron prototypes around. So anybody who has a massive social media following and flies 3-inch quads, you just let me know.
Fly here.
There's a guy that phones me quite regularly, and I think it's called Sub 250.
Oh yeah, he's just built a micron ultralight.
Yeah, And he's pestering me for either the 3B motors, the 2004s, or the Apex equivalent. He's constantly pestering me for, but obviously he'll get the 3B versions faster than the Apex ones.
Yeah.
And there'd be a
He's
superior
a
motor.
good guy.
James is such a suck ass.
What a PR machine.
Right. Anything else? Anything else everybody needs to bring to the table and see what we can talk about?
Is anyone sort of had a go at or got their hands on a shark bite system yet?
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope.
Me neither. I mean, I wish I could say, well, I have. I've got this. I've got this new Foxeer DigiSite sitting here waiting for it, but it's just not available, is it?
No.
Is Clearview going to Iftron? Are they going to be bringing out any new things or anything? Do you know, John?
I don't know.
I thought they were like literally dying, that company.
I used to love Clearview. I used to deal with a guy there called Faxon, and he came into the company. He's the one that brought me into flying for Clearview and a couple of other people, and he was brilliant and really responsive and really looked after the pilots and cared about making the product as good for FPV as possible. And then he left, and that really is the end of the story. I'd love there to be like a wind down where I talk about Ira and how he was dealing with it, but can't because I mean I guess I don't know what, I'm an FPV company. If the military came along and said we'd like to buy all your products, that would probably preoccupy me as well. So, FPVs are really tiny part of Clearview. They sell mostly to military and to miners. Would you believe? Mining operations, not children.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The Minecraft community is huge.
but yeah, it's
I have never received a Clearview product.
Neither has anyone that's ever returned a Clearview product. To be honest, it's pretty rough. But I'm putting all my I'm betting on these and the shark bite system for racing in the future. So I'm designing everything around that and ignoring DJI pretty much.
Damn. Kels, get your phone out. Let's do the Amy thing before I forget.
Okay.
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 Unfair.
I've been doing college work all day. It's driving me mad. It's not even funny.
I think literally every
Right.
episode in
Got a
December we
3
said hello
hours
to
out.
Amy, didn't we?
Yeah, probably. You ready?
Yeah, right. So on 3, everybody wave and say hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Not yet.
Oh, just me.
Gotta wait for 3.
Right.
He
go
said
on.
3.
No!
Yeah, but you're gonna go overboard on that.
Go on, Kels, count us in. Count us in.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
I'll send that to her now.
We need to wait for our reply.
I
Also,
deliberately fired early to try and compensate for delay.
yeah.
Mate, good shot.
Talking
good
on
shot.
new things, DJI goggles V2. Are we buying this or not?
No.
Talking about not
What's the
using-
difference?
Do we believe it, or are we buying it?
What's the difference? As far as
Do you
we
want
can
to?
see,
You want a quick rundown?
yeah,
Are
go
you
on. It's
asking if
not
we're
a lot.
purchasing?
Same size screens.
It will be quick.
A bump in hertz on the panels and the goggles from 120 to 144 hertz.
Interesting.
This sounds like an iPhone update.
Comes with its own battery now.
Faster on-off button.
It has ability of 2.4 video, 5.8 video, and that's about the large bulk of it.
Can you
Screen record.
plug it into an
HBI
external
guys
monitor?
sending
Yeah.
stuff.
Can you what? Sorry.
Can you plug it into an external monitor? Yeah, that's the important thing. Without the extra,
Oh, without the smart controller.
yes.
Yes, you can. Apparently, the
think
V2 you can go directly to your phone by USB cable.
I think that's what's going to make the difference whether when we get back to racing, whether DJI is acceptable or not is going to be whether race control can feasibly see it all and record it all. Because if race control can't do that without having 6 smart controllers, I think that's going to be a significant problem.
See, this is something that I have not personally tested yet, and it's one thing I've been trying to get out and do, but it was meant to be done last year, but because of the corona stuff that happened, flying was brought down to a minimum, so I didn't bother. And that was I fly Mavics. Who cares? But I don't have a smart controller yet. But I was wanting to do a comparison between a cheap Amazon HDMI output input like tablet and compare that to a smart controller for cost comparison and clarity wise. And it tails in with your question regarding external viewing.
Wait for reply.
So,
do you want me? I was going to say, do you want me to send you my Evo 2 to compare with your Mavic? But you dare send me your Mavic back, and I'll kill you.
Yeah. Just send back a box for bricks.
That's entirely up to you.
No, my Evo 2 has like the controller the same sort of size as a standard DJI one.
Yep.
And it has a screen on it which looks like it's like a Mavic screen, that kind of LCD, kind of like a calculator illuminated screen. But if your phone dies whilst it's connected and you're in flight, that screen actually flips to the camera.
Oh, that's cool.
At no other point can you call that option up, which is really bugging me, because apparently it's like they're dying for a firmware update to make it like an option. But
yeah, so you can do like a gesture swipe on your screen and then flip it to the main camera.
Yeah. But it's only ever a backup option if your phone dies.
Oh, that sucks.
The only way I've managed to get that to come up is to literally unplug my phone whilst it's been flying, because the controller charges the phone whilst you're flying.
Yeah, well, that's the same for the Mavic series. Comes with a battery, charge your phone, and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the screen that you're physically looking at, because it's like I don't know what sort of screen you call that. It's like a backlit calculator, isn't it? Basically, on an Evo 2 or an Evo 2 Pro, so we're looking 8K jobby. If your phone loses connection for whatever, or the app crashes or whatever, that screen literally just rolls around, not physically, but like the image looks like it rolls around, and then it becomes the FPV view.
That's pretty cool.
Full color, everything, 1080p, whatever. But yeah, if I send it to you to compare to your Mavic, you're going to send me a Mavic back. You're not going to send me my Evo back, are you?
We shall fucking see. Yeah, but that Hotel Evo does that 3D spectrum stuff, doesn't it?
Oh, the thermal imaging.
Yeah.
Only on the. There's another. Right, let me get this right.
Oh,
right.
there's different models, isn't there?
Yeah. So you've got 3 models. All the aircrafts are the same. So it doesn't matter if you buy the 8K or the 6K Pro or the Dual. The actual aircraft is the same, and the idea behind that is that you could buy the beginning one of 8K, but then you can also purchase the camera separately because the camera is modular. So take the camera off and put the next camera on, and you've got the next one up. Now the price difference here is
that's a bit like the Inspire series.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
and a smaller form factor.
Yeah. So 8K is like £1,400, which is a 1/2 inch sensor. The 6K, which is a 1 inch sensor, is like £1,800. And if you want the Dual, which is an 8K half-inch sensor, but then you've got the thermal imaging sensor on the side of it, you are close to 10 grand. There's that much of a jump.
And on that note,
Yeah, they're
ain't
massive.
nobody got time for that.
No. Thermal imaging cameras are hugely expensive.
Yeah.
But if you buy the basic 8K version, you can, I think it's for 7,500, you can buy the thermal imaging camera to fit it.
Do you know what? See, for a few hundred
Nothing
quid,
about
you
it.
can buy yourself a handheld flare camera.
Yeah, I know.
Strap it to the bottom.
I think Snap-on make one, don't they?
Yeah. A bodge.
You can walk around with Snap-on something. But no, I mean, in the States, the Evo Dual with the thermal imager, they send them across deserts and all sorts looking for heat signatures of people, and they use them. The police use them for search and rescue.
Along the Mexican border.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I as much as I hate the whole kind of flying that kind of Mavic style quad, the Evo is quite something else because it has ludicrous mode like a Tesla. It is called ludicrous mode, and it's like
40 mode for a Mavic.
Yeah, it's like 45 mile an hour. And
I went full tilt the other day.
And it literally does 45 mile an hour, and it'll turns off all the geofencing, all the crash avoidance sensors and everything. It turns it all off, so you can literally just plow it straight into war if you want to.
Reverse wall ride.
But there's still acro mode
that
on
video
it.
from like last year, or the year before, with a guy. I
scraping
think
that
it was a
wall.
Matrice. Yeah, a Matrice, and just rattled it off the side of a building.
Oh God!
Ridiculous.
Oh, have you seen this? This is our viewer graph on YouTube.
Yep.
This is currently like Plymouth COVID graph.
Yeah.
Maybe they're feeding you those stats instead.
Yeah, I reckon. But literally, I think at the end of the day in Plymouth, this end bit here just went up because we're like on a massive up at the moment
Wow. Okay.
compared to everybody else. It's because all you northerners keep coming down to your holiday homes.
Yeah, they keep
No.
coming down
Yeah.
on surf and stuff.
Yeah.
But wasn't me, governor.
No, you're still in Scotland. You're
Well,
not like
those
across the border
Northerners
yet.
want to go south.
Right, we're going to wrap it up because we are quarter of an hour over time actually.
Oh, we
So-
are, yeah.
Here we are. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully we will have a guest next week. I'm still trying to get them to confirm, so I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you'll see a thumbnail go live. So until then, it's a goodbye from James. He's muted. It's a goodbye from...
I said, see you later.
Oh, there you go. It's a goodbye from Daniel. It's a goodbye from Malcolm Kels. Oh, did we get a reply from Amy?
Amy, Amy just said hi, so.
Oh, bless her. It's a goodbye from Stephen.
Good night.
And it's a good thank you for our special guest John this evening. And it's a goodbye from John Atto.
Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
And until next time, people. Until next Wednesday, we will see you then. Ciao, ciao.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, people.
What he said.
Lash that thumb.
Yep.